Hey, good evening, YouTube. Another installment on my build series here. Still got some more things to do, like the tailgate here. I got to get the non-skid on that and the insulation in that, and get the Harley mount in there and finish up the end of that couch and repaint the ceiling where I've marred it all up and put crown molding in and stuff like that. But anyway, the focus of this video, I'm gonna focus on the bed here. I just got done building the elevator bed on here, so as I go through it, there'll be some detail and some pictures I'll throw in. It'll probably be easy for you to read this stuff by just hitting pause, and then you can move on from there. I'll also include the parts list that I have for this thing in the comments section. There's a few parts I've had to source for this thing. But anyway, I'll take you through how I built this thing, and at the end you'll see me drive it up and down. This is a queen size elevator bed, basically 60 by 80 inches long mattress. The space it takes up in there is 90 inches. I got 92 inches from wall to wall, and the bed frame itself is 90 inches, so I have an inch of clearance on there. What you see on the back there, this is basically a motor they use on dump trucks for running the tarps up and down, so I was able to find that thing. So I used a whole sheet of plywood, and you can see the frame under here, and it's basically just a frame, and I'm using those slats there. Those are 1x3 slats, and then everything's kind of glued and screwed together, so the frame kind of holds it all together. And the real key part here is the motor that I've got on here and how it works. So you can see the motor in there, and it runs on this shaft. This shaft on the motor itself was 3/4 inch. The shaft on this big roller arm up here was 1 inch. And so I was able to get a 1 inch to 3/4 inch sleeve to put on that shaft, and I used a 1 inch inside diameter pipe, 4-inch piece here, and put these roller pins in there. I was able to drill through the shafts, pin that, so I use that as a coupler. But what you see here, this actually is a hand crank tarp thing I got off Vivor. I got some details I can give you on that. I'll throw it in the video here. So I bought that, and then I bought the motor, and I basically put this thing together. These are just regular 2-inch toe straps, and then they go up the side. If you can see back up here, right there, it goes into the wall. It has the 5/16 inch rivet nuts that I put in. On this side here, I've got these adjustment buckles, so I can level up the bed if there's any stretching on the things. If you go on the other side, there's nothing over here. And so up underneath here, besides the drive, so this is a pretty, I didn't come up with this design. I mean, I designed the bed and everything and made all this work. But the design with the two belts pulling it up, it's been out there for a while. There's variations of it. Some people using cables. I like the quietness of the belts. So basically, this shaft runs, and these belts pull it up evenly on all four corners. But to get that to happen, you have to have the electric motor, and you got to be able to direct it. And so this is the wiring I did. I've got 12 volts coming from my power center on the wall over there. It comes through, and I got this little bit of a slack in the cable so the bed can move up and down. But it comes in. I've got the up and down switch here. And so this is the heart of it right here. This is a reversing relay. So that's a set of relays. The 12 volts comes in, and it's controlled up and down by the switch, the rocker switch. But one of the key things that I did, you see these things right here, I've got a magnet under here, and so when this thing drives up, hits that magnet, it shuts off the up, so it can't go past that. If you was to leave the button on or forget about it, something's just short out in the button, it would continue to try to drive and just start breaking things. And so you don't want that to happen. So this kind of limits the upward mobility, so it can't, shove it into the roof and keep on trying to go. Same with going down. I've got another magnet right down here. If you notice this right where the stops are, so the bed comes down and rests on those. So these straps aren't used for holding it to the ceiling. I will be putting some pins in. I don't have them on now, but I'll be basically getting some pins that go from here and drill in, and so they'll latch this thing in on all four corners once it's up. So this whole belt system is just to move this thing up and down the 4 feet of travel that it has. When it comes down, it sets on these things right here. Got one right there, and there's two on the other side. So that's just basically a bed frame with the bed on it. Anyway, get a little bit of a look under here. So what I did have to source, besides the motor and the shaft, the rest is wood, was the switch, the belt, this stuff up here, and then these guys right here. I call them fairleads, but they're basically plastic PVC things they use on pallets on trucks when they're winching them down, protect the webbing. and then these switches right here. But other than that, you know, it's just plywood in a frame. So you're basically building a platform, and then you're going to put this pulley, this motor with this shaft in it with belts that pull up on the sides. For not real complex design, but you'd have to make the size that fits your particular need, your trailer. I have this thing set up so it'll come down, like I said, the rest 36 inches. You got plenty of headroom up top there. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring it down real quick here. Hit the button and it comes down. It stops right there. The thing comes down a lot quicker than it goes up because there's really not much work for it to come down. It's just pulling down. The motor keeps it from coming down. Going up, it's much slower. But yeah, it comes down and hits right there. So I'll have a little bit of a step to get into the bed. I have a little step stool that'll go up and jump in. But if you look at it in here, it's not real high off the ground. You see the extra headroom you have there. So, but I don't have to do anything with the table or the couch or anything like that. This guy here, actually, I built. I'll get more into detail on that on my next video. Covered the water tank. This actually pulls out into a double bed as well. Anyway, let's look at the bed. Let me go ahead and drive it up. While we're here, hit the button, and I'll focus up here. There you go. It just pulls itself right up until it hits that magnet, and it stops. Very smooth bed, very quiet. Anyway, I'm in the video here. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, I will put the parts list into the comments section. And I got another video coming out next week. I'll update you on all the other stuff I've done in here in terms of electronics and this particular couch and stuff. Anyway, have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye.